There are a couple of keyboard shortcuts that I use all the time that I think might be helpful to you in order to streamline your workflow for the day. I've already shown you in that table all the keystrokes and the actual buttons to click, and now I just want to demonstrate how they work and what happens when you use them. And so I've got this kind of open document just to kind of explain the process here and show and what it does. So the first is just the control copy and just the copy and paste. And so you're going to use Control C and Control V here. So if I go to a website and I want to copy over some content here, I'm going to highlight, and while it's highlighted, I'm going to hit Control C, bring it back over to my doc, and I'm going to hit Control V, and I'm going to get all of that content straight from the website. Now you might notice that this doesn't look all that consistent, and me liking nice uniform consistent documents, this is not going to float for me. So instead of straight Control V, what I can do is, if I'm copying something from an outside source that has a different font than what I would like to see here, or different links and different things embedded within that text, I can go Control Shift V, and it's going to paste it as plain text. And so this is really helpful when it comes to keeping things nice and streamlined. Now, if I want to get rid of all of this and I don't want to have to, backspace or go through and highlight everything here, I can simply hit Control A. Control A will highlight everything, backspace gets rid of it. Another point about the pasting as plain text, if I've already established text within my document, if I go back to the default of Arial size 11 here, and I start typing out something, I paste this, it's actually as plain text, it's going to fit the font and style that I've already established. So if I go Control Shift V again, now it's going to paste it as the exact same font that I had when I first began. Let's say I forget to go Control Shift V, right? And I just go Control V. Oh man, I've pasted the content in something that I didn't want. A really easy way to get rid of this is just to undo the action, but instead of having to come up here and go back through all the undos, a simple Control Z will get rid of your last action. Maybe you had second thoughts. Maybe you liked a couple of ways. Maybe you're trying to go back and forth to see which way something looks better. If I liked that before, I didn't like that now. Well, Control Y will redo an action. Control Y will redo your previously undone action. So Control Z and Control Y. Another important side note here for kind of just using within Chrome these shortcuts. The one thing that I have a tendency to close out tabs that I didn't mean to, and there's a really easy shortcut to make that happen. So first, let's just make a new tab. Control T will open up a brand new tab, and you can start typing away. If I am looking to open up previously closed tabs, I can go Control Shift T. Control Shift T will open up all of my previously closed tabs. And you can see it all going to work now. And so I find all of those shortcuts to be incredibly handy, and that is how they function. If you have any questions, make sure you reach out.